And welcome inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Alessandrini alongside my partner, Pat Garianis. Nick Halliday here. We've got three of us here today at Howard High School for a big matchup between the AI DuPont Tigers coming into the contest at 7-4, taking on the number 4 ranked Howard Wildcats at 8-3. And Pat, happy to be here. Both of our first times being here in quite a little while, and a big fan of the school and the gymnasium. I really like it up here on the balcony.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, think about some of the legends that have come through this. I mean, more recently, it's Jair Ponzo Meek, all-time leading scorer here at Howard. Obviously, this group right here, tremendously talented. Then you go back in the day, Stan Waterman was playing here. You're talking AJ English, a lot of these other guys. I don't know. I wasn't around back then. I know that there's like 3 other dudes on that big-time team in the 80s. But, yeah, there's a lot of history in this gym. And, yeah, it's a really good setup. And hopefully we get ourselves quite a good game here, set for a 4:45 p.m. tip.
Absolutely. 2 games on the Delaware Live Sports slate tonight. You'll have Pat, Nick, and I here for Howard and AI, and then a little bit later on, Glenn Frazier going to have a pretty good game himself here today at Appoquinimink, I believe.
Should be a good one. Should be a good one. I think it may be Middletown and Sally's, believe it or not, Nick. They played earlier. Appo ended up getting the win over Middletown. So Middletown trying to come off of that tough loss.
That's going to be a good one, yeah.
And get a win. But yeah, man, it's a good schedule, good slate of games here for your evening.
And don't forget, show coming at you tomorrow live from Buffalo Wild Wings. But again, just under 3 minutes tip here between AI, DuPont, and Howard. And today is Tuesday. It was a new week this week, Pat, so that means we debuted our new Delaware Live Sports Top 10 rankings in both the girls and boys basketball here in the state of Delaware. Some new rankings this week for week number 6 in the boys. And obviously with Howard going down last week, they've fallen down a few spots, but a new number 1 this week, Pat.
Yeah, Dover. They've been strong throughout the whole year. Their only loss coming to Archbishop Ryan this season. Really good unit. Got the combination of guard skills as well as big men. They're going to be tough to dethrone. They're a really good unit. Jaheim Harrell and company down there.
Again, rounding out your next couple teams, Tower Hill, a big win over Sanford a week and a half ago. They only have 1 loss on the season. They slide up to the 2 spot this week, and then Sanford, who took down Howard last week, they come in at number 3, and then Howard at number 4.
Yeah, and again, I mean, this isn't so much a power rankings as much as it's here. You earn some respect, and that's what you're starting to see. Both Tower Hill and Sanford have earned some respect with some of their quality wins, and they deserve to be up there at this point in time, no doubt about it. Howard, they're right in the mix. Obviously, they're still one of the most talented teams in the state of Delaware. It was a frustrating game for them against Sanford. I'm anxious and curious and excited, I should say, that even though they may all just contradicted themselves. Excited to see how they bounce back. Obviously, they got a big win against Christiana in their last game. See if they can continue that against AI today.
And again, that only in-state loss out of their 3 on the year, coming to Sanford last week in that big matchup last Tuesday. Again, and at number 5, Sally's finally starting to get a little bit of rhythm now that they're into that in-state schedule, beating a good William Penn team last Saturday. Big matchup for them tonight and as well on Friday when they get Smyrna.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, right? So they got a big win against William Penn, no Isaiah Hinson. Today, don't know if Hinson's going to be available. I know he's nursing an injury from what we've heard. If they get him back, obviously that'll help them. But tough matchup against Middletown if they're without him.
And that, speaking of Middletown, they're at number 7. A few losses after their hot streak through mid-December. Appoquinimink, one of the teams to beat Middletown, they slide in at number 6. So Appo 6, Middletown 7. William Penn falls to 8 at 9-2 on the year after the loss to Sally's last weekend. Caravel, a big win yesterday over undefeated Woodbridge. They cracked the top 10 at number 9, and Smyrna still hovering there at number 10 this week.
Yeah, and those teams deserve it based off. I mean, Smyrna had a tough start to the year, but they seem to be finding their stride. They're sitting there at number 10, and Caravel's gotten a couple big wins. Again, another team that may be starting to figure it out. Obviously, Coach Tobin talked about, I think 8 of their 9 games they were leading at halftime. Yeah. 2 of them they ended up in losses, so they're trying to turn the corner.
Yeah, playing a pretty tough schedule, obviously, over there in Bear as well. Well, the clocks have hit 0 here at Howard High School. It's almost time for the matchup between AI and the Howard Wildcats. We're going to pause now for starting lineups and national anthem, and then you'll hear from Pat and I again right at tip-off right here on Delaware Live Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes, whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. Moments away from tip-off here at Howard High School. Nick Allison joining alongside Pat Garianis and Nick Halliday for a big matchup between the AI DuPont Tigers coming in at 7-4, led by head coach Sam Anderson, the third assistants Eric Watson and Sam Anderson Jr. And they're taking on the number 4 ranked team in the state, the Howard Wildcats, 8-3. Just one of those losses coming to an 8-state program led by Rayson Matthews Sr., assistant Billy DiMacio.
Yeah, and let's see. Like you said, 8-3, 7-4. AI has some decent wins. Started off pretty well. Let's see what they can do. They struggled against St. Mark's last week. Hollingsworth off the tip finishes.
Howard not going to waste any time. Demir Hollingsworth, one of the state's leading scorers, going to get on the board here first, right after tip-off, and now some pressure here from the Howard Wildcats, as they're able to beat it a little bit up ahead now to Mark Handy. He's going to go baseline easy for 2.
Handy's a good scorer for them. He's able to really get to the rim. And, you know, AI and Howard, there's not going to be a whole lot of separation in terms of athleticism. This is going to come down to who can take care of the basketball. What was Sanford's recipe for success against Howard? They didn't turn the basketball over and allow the Wildcats to get out in transition. AI is going to have to do the same. What do you see here is AI in a 3-2 zone. I like that as well. Try and slow the game down.
Athletic play by Keith Moore, the junior, goes up and pulls the ball right out of the air. Darius Brown, though, going to pick it up on the defensive end, sends that one out of play with a rejection.
There is Darius Brown. He does a little bit of everything, Nick. He's the second leading scorer on a team. He also, if I'm not mistaken, leads the team in rebounds, plays stellar defense, can really elevate. Big-time player, the senior.
Minute into quarter number 1, 2-2 here between AI and Howard. Keith Moore, Ivan Martin, Mark Candy, Isaiah Moore, and Marcellus Jones, your starting 5 for AI. Xavier Richards-Powell, Demir Hollingsworth, Darius Brown as Matthew steals it away. Here comes to the other direction for Xavier Richards-Powell.
Those are going to be the buckets that AI has got to limit. They cannot be giving up easy transition layups. That's 2 of them now for both of Howard's buckets.
Xavier Richards-Powell, Hollingsworth, Darius Brown, Rayson Matthews, and Jameer DeShields, your starting 5 for Howard. So 4-2 here, and AI set to inbound. Mark Handy going to come get it here, try to get it past half court, and then a foul. Not sure if he even saw where the sideline was right there in front of us, and he took some contact, so he'll have a foul.
You got the ball and went. That's kind of what you saw right there. Again, you're going to have to be a little more headsy against this Howard pressure. They're going to look to force you into mistakes. You got to be prepared for that and take care of the basketball.
Keith Moore to Isaiah Moore now is going to put it on the floor, able to get inside. Floaters blocked once again by this Howard defense, and then the other direction, Keith Moore almost able to take it right back. And we have a whistle. It should stay down this end with the Howard Wildcats, but another fantastic play on the defensive end from Howard.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it's going to be limiting turnovers is going to be the key. So far, I mean, this is going to be a frenetic-paced game.
Here's Martin and another whistle. So I guess, Pat, we're getting a feel of how they're going to be calling this game here early in the first quarter, about a minute and a half in. And that's going to be the third team foul, I believe, on Howard here through the first minute and a half. And again, both these teams like to get out and run. That might hold a little bit of that.
Howard's going to have to be careful because that's another thing. If we talked about, you know, one thing that Sanford did to win the game, one thing that the Wildcats did not help themselves with was foul trouble.
AI going to try their luck at a three. That was Isaiah Moore. His three is off the mark. Rebound up for grabs, was tipped out of play, last touch by the Tigers. So 4-2 here, almost 2 minutes into our opening quarter. Again, both of these teams like to get out and run. AI in the zone here to begin this one. DeShields to the corner. Hollingsworth has some room to fire up a three. Long off the rim. Rebound right into the hands of Keith Moore, who's going the other way, and he's got two.
Nice job there by Moore. Picking up the floorboard. Long shots create long rebounds.
Richards Powell now cross court to DeShields. He's got money from the corner. That one off the mark. Rebound hustled down by Handy, and now AI got it, going to take it looking up ahead. Into the hands of Isaiah Moore. He's going right to the bucket and is able to finish.
Good aggressive take there by Moore. Going right to the rim. No intimidation. That's how you got to attack Howard.
Rayson Matthews in the corner to DeShields, working around the perimeter, looking for the open shooter, but active hands pulls down another steal. It's Moore for AI, and then good defense by Hollingsworth to poke it away.
Howard a little loose with the basketball right now. This 3-2 zone's kind of got him in fits a little bit. The length that has for AI has led to deflections and steals.
They get
good start for the Tigers, Nick.
Yeah, it's a start they would have wanted for sure as they get it in here with 5:17 to go. Nice crossover up top by Martin. He'll elevate fadeaway jumpers long off the back end of the rim.
Ball bounced off the rim pretty hard. It's a nice forgiving rim here at Howard, I will say that.
DeShields almost has it poked away by Martin, able to regather it now over to Hollingsworth. As AI still sitting in that zone. And again, as Pat, as he stated, been effective, almost able to force another turnover. Nice pass inside to DeShields, shot rejected by Mark Handy.
Could be a difference maker, that zone. I'm telling you, there's this Howard, very little penetration going on. So they're still trying to figure it out.
Nice anticipation by DeShields there, able to get the steal. Smart play here to pull it back out for the Wildcats. Matthews almost has it taken away again, and then a whistle over on the far side of the court. This one be going against potentially Martin.
DeShields, I'd like to see him attack, go right to the rim there. You slow the game, you slow it up and set your offense up. That allows AI to get back into the zone. Let's see. Let's see how Howard handles this. The pack line defense that you saw Sanford play gave them fits. This, similar. It's not a man-to-man, but they're trying to limit the lane.
Able to get it to Richards Powell in the corner. Floater from the baseline gets the roll, and that one falls for Richards Powell.
Yeah, really nice floater there by Richards Powell. And right away, look, pressure coming. AI, no problem.
Able to beat it. Now here's Marcellus Jones back up top to Martin almost, and yeah, he did. Again, a little slippery right there, and Martin just lost his footing.
That's a tough one there for Martin. Like you said, lost his footing. Nice job, though, by AI. Not panicking on this pressure from Howard, making the right passes so far early.
No subs for teams halfway through quarter number one. 6 up here at Howard High School. DeShields to the corner. Nice pass quickly. Darius Brown to the block. One more to Hollingsworth opposite court. He's able to lay it in. Great passing from Howard.
Really good look by Brown. I mean, that's just basketball IQ. He got the ball in the post. He knew to look at the opposite, what they call the dunker position in the NBA. We call it dead spot for the most part in high school. No foul there. And really nice find for Hollingsworth, who made a really great cut.
Now here he comes the other way. That one long off the grass. Darius Brown, the team's leading rebounder there to create the second chance. Nice look underneath, and Rayson Matthews. Brown goes up. He's hammered by Handy. So 2 free throws upcoming for Darius Brown, but what a look underneath.
Yeah, and Handy, I mean, Handy went for the block right away. That power dribble that Brown took is what created the missed timing of the jump and got him to the free throw line. The only thing that would have been maybe better is if he pump faked or if he went under the rim. Nonetheless, he's at the line for 2.
Darius Brown, third team leading scorer and first in rebounding, as Pat alluded to earlier, able to knock down the first free throw.
Aiden Richards-Powell and Giante Holland. 2 big-time players off the bench here for Howard. They entered the game.
Aiden Richards-Powell, 6'4", just like his brother Xavier. As the second one out, up and in for Darius Brown, 2 for 2 from the line, and now that pressure once again from Howard, 10-6 lead for the Wildcats. Able to break it. Here's Martin. Here comes the help defense, almost able to poke it away. Howard does so, but then pokes it out of bounds themselves. Good active defense from Giante Holland, as we talked about, fresh into the ballgame.
Hey, I got a little bit sped up there, and Howard nearly got the turnover. Lucky for the Tigers that they were able to contain possession there. But so far, nice intensity right here from Howard.
Able to get it in. Pass to Handy here on the right wing. He'll put it on the floor, elevate from the baseline. That one long off the mark. Rebound up for grabs, tipped away. And here comes Howard the other direction. Aiden Richards-Powell in transition layup, too strong. Martin had it, almost able to cross over. Now we're going to have a tie up here in the backcourt.
Little chippiness down there. RJ Matthews trying to get the mental edge over his opponents.
Jump ball is going to give it to AI. 2:49 here still to play in our opening quarter. And pressure once again on from Wildcats, as they'll get it inside.
It's going to be all game. It's going to be all game from them, Nick. And it's going to be AI's ability to potentially slow down against the pressure and take care of the basketball. That's going to be the key.
Open 3, in and out, rimmed out for Isaiah Moore. Here come the Wildcats. Kick to the corner. Hollins shot off the mark. Richards-Powell missing that 3 from the corner. Now a whistle. Inside, believe going to go against the Tigers.
Let's see who they call that on. Looks like it's going on Tajee Jordan.
Fresh into the game for AI.
Coach Matthews going to take a timeout, Nick.
AI had 6 players out on the court there before the
tech.
timeout. Yeah, they had 6 on the floor before the timeout, but they were out there. As the clock stopped now at 2:25, 10-6 in favor of the Howard Wildcats. Pat, what have you seen so far here in quarter number 1?
Well, both teams kind of feeling themselves out a little bit. Howard's been able to get out in transition, get some easy buckets. AI has done a few times a nice job of breaking the pressure down and getting open looks in the half court. But, yeah, definitely a feeling out process. And so far, advantage Howard right now. But AI is doing a pretty good job. They're hanging around. If they can figure out how to break this pressure and take care of the basketball more consistently, they'll be in this one to the end.
So Howard's head to inbound here. Under the basket, they get it into Hollingsworth with a clear look at a triple, and he knocks it down from the corner.
Can't lose sight of the leading scorer for the Wildcats. AI did not know where Demir Hollingsworth was. He was able to sneak over to that opposite corner for the 3.
Cross court now as AI is trying to answer. Inside floater, too strong for Dante Dockery. Put back won't fall either as the Tigers are battling underneath, and a foul here against Howard on the rebound.
Tell you what, AI's getting looks. They're getting looks, but they got to be able to finish at the rim right now. They haven't been able to, but they're doing a good job of getting there. That's going to be the second on RJ Matthews. He's going to have to take a seat.
Yeah, you mentioned it. One thing to pay attention to was the foul trouble for Howard. We saw it against Sanford with DeShields, who was the hot man at the time, scoring the basketball, had to head to the bench due to foul trouble, and now another sub here.
potential mask violation. I'm not sure. But Darius Brown's going to have to come out of the game.
AI to inbound up to Handy, who goes up and gets it. Here just in front of half court, 2 minutes to go, quarter number one. Able to beat the initial defender, drive, kick outside. Going to lead to an open three and cashes in as Dante Dockery.
Good offense. He broke the defense down off the dribble, kicked it to an open shooter when the defense collapsed. Really well done right there by AI.
Big shot for the Tigers, 13-9, 142 ticking here in the first. As now AI looks like they're going to settle back into that zone, I believe. Here,
Yeah.
It looked almost as if they were running a man for a second.
Well, they are. They're
No,
running
now
a
they're
man,
back
but
into a man.
They're pack lining it, kind of what we saw from Sanford.
Hollingsworth, that's a deep three. That one a little long and out of play. It's going to go to AI.
No, AI.
Oh,
Yep.
stay
Yeah,
there.
no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. He pointed.
Yeah, so you're right.
He did point it.
That was going to be DeShields now with 122, able to get Hollingsworth clear. Look at another triple. Tries to draw the foul. That one a little long once more.
He cannot get that open of a look. AI's got to be ready for him floating to the corner.
Trying to go coast to coast was Isaiah Moore. And we're going the other way. Good position underneath.
Forced the issue. He either had a pull-up jump shot or you set your offense up there. He forced the issue. Nice job by Johnson stepping in there and taking the charge.
So a 4-point lead for Howard here on their home floor. DeShields off the screen, had chance for the three. He'll pass it up, get inside, and fouled, I believe, Taji Jordan, the guilty party, underneath the basket.
Nice take by DeShields. I'm impressed by him. As I mentioned in the Sanford game, it seems like he's really coming to his own, the sophomore, as this season has progressed. And, him fouling out of the game really was a difference maker. They led by 6, and right after they were up by 8 in that game, and then they scored only 5 points the rest of the way.
Yeah, he was their hot scorer for sure in that one. As this one off the mark on the first free throw attempt, one more on the way for the sophomore. Again, the 6-foot sophomore guard, Jameer DeShields, putting together a nice season's come on, especially a little bit later on now. Averaging double-digit points per game. And 1 of 2 of the line, from the line. Back to the pressure.
Someone's got to be in the middle of the court for AI. That's what's open. They didn't get it there. Turnover.
As we saw
But
at Sanford.
You see 3 or 4 Wildcats up in front of the free throw line, pressing, and there's nobody. There's one guy all the way back, which is good, but then there's nobody in that intermediary spot on the court. You got to make Howard defend you at all 3 levels. Right now they don't have to. Let's see if they make that adjustment.
43 seconds. Nice pass, nice finish inside for Aiden Richards-Powell. Took a hard fall, and they'll stop the game for a second, but good draw up and good execution as he came off the screen. Had it with a lot of momentum in front of him and able to finish. Good job there by the junior, Aiden Richards-Powell.
Was, and it's just a good offensive set there from Howard. Nice job getting in there, taking advantage of an aggressive defense, finding a cutter for an easy layup. It was really well done by Howard.
Yeah, I thought Handy was going to head to the middle of the floor.
So here you go. You're going to have 3 guys up here pressing the issue, and now you can see by having Mark Handy at midcourt, Darius Brown has to stay back. If Handy runs towards the front, Darius Brown's going to follow him.
So let's see if they can break it. Cross court back to Martin, able to get past half court. Here comes the trap, though. How do they respond?
Wow, what a pass.
Good movement. Here's Dockery. He'll get inside, stopped his dribble, tried to bounce pass. Good tip by Brown, but it's going to lead to a Martin 3, and he knocks it down.
That's where the pass should have went originally. Luckily, they were able to get a second opportunity at it to hit their shooter for a knockdown. I mean, that's the second 3 he's made now.
Tigers able to come up with the steal. 11 seconds for AI to operate. Martin inside, hangs, short off the back end of the rim. Leaking up ahead now is Richards-Powell, and he's going to throw it down as the first quarter winds to a close.
Nice job by AI getting the ball down the court. Nice job by Richards-Powell to throw it down, make sure that was going to count for 2.
What a way to come to the end of quarter number 1, 18-12. Howard on top of AI. We'll take a break. We come back, second quarter action right here on Delaware Live Sports.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
And welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garanis, Nick Halliday here at Howard High School. It's the AI DuPont Tigers 7-4 coming on the road here to take on the number 4 ranked Howard Wildcats at 8-3. Action-packed first quarter. Both of these teams like to run Pat in 18-12 ball game. Howard in front.
Absolutely. Ivan Martin really keeping AI in this with 2 3-point buckets to really close out that first quarter. Howard's doing a good job. They're running their offensive look here in the half court. They've been able to get out in transition. There's another half court layup that they get. Nice pass by Marcus Johnson. I'm impressed with what I've seen. You know, this is something that Howard did not do a great job against Sanford with, was half court offense.
Yeah.
Today they're doing much better.
Martin able to beat his defenders for a second and then a whistle, but it's going to be an out of play whistle, not a foul. It'll stay with AI. And a water bottle had flown onto the court and got a little water out there. Darius Brown went over and smacked it away, but not before some water.
Some agua.
Some agua leaked onto the court there, so momentary pause.
One thing to keep an eye on here is foul trouble, right? AI's got 5 team fouls, almost at the bonus.
Already, yeah.
The Wildcats, R.J. Matthews, 2 fouls. Something to keep an eye on. I think you're going to see a lot of Holland here in the second quarter for Howard because of that.
Here's Isaiah Moore back up top to Dockery. He hit a 3 a little bit earlier. Here's Martin. He did as well. Good defense up top by Hollingsworth. And the jump ball. Yep. Good defense once again by Howard.
Hollingsworth showing his hands to the official. Look, I'm not grabbing him. I'm sliding my feet. Forced him right into that near turnover.
AI to inbound once again. Howard right there to deflect another one out of play. This time Deontay Holland got a hand on it. Trying a long 3, and we're going to have a whistle out near the perimeter. And I believe, is that going to be a shooting foul?
That's going to be a 3-shot foul going on Marcus Johnson. Now, I was guilty of following the ball.
Yeah,
so I didn't quite see where he got him. Maybe he got him on the elbow. But Isaiah Moore going to the line. Nonetheless, it's the first.
An important thing in our last couple of games that we did were free throws. And if AI going to want to stick around, they're going to have to hit them. And 1 of 2 so far for Isaiah Moore. And 1 more on the way for the senior.
See, his routine is, I'm going to get the ball and I'm going to go. Everybody's got their own routine here. As long as you keep it consistent, that's all that matters.
Chance to go 2 of 3 from the line.
Boom.
And he hits it. Isaiah Moore now with 4.
You know, within the last couple of days, this is going to be an appropriate response. You know, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, Nick. Rest in peace, Meatloaf.
That's true. I'll tell you that.
Nice job by
Marcus Johnson. On that note, R.I.P. Meatloaf, and what a reverse layup.
Good pump fake and way to use the rim as an extra defender there and reverse it, or I should say use the rim to protect your shot. Just really good down low on the post there.
Able to force the turnover are the Howard Wildcats. Again, that sideline right in front of us. Martin able to bounce out of play due to the Howard defense. They'll get it right back here, 22-14. A chance to get their first double-digit lead of the evening.
Staying patient. They're running their offensive set. This was an ISO play. It worked out.
Deontay Holland fouled on his way up, earns himself a pair. And like we just mentioned, a chance to extend this lead to 10 here. 6:35 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, nice take. 16 foul on AI, as you mentioned. Potential foul trouble.
First free throw for Jante Holland, up and in, nothing but net. Again, thanks for joining us here on Delaware Live Sports. Howard here at home in the all-white jerseys with the blue numbers, and of course AI on the road gold.
Gonna be honest with you, I think I gotta give credit. Howard may have the most attractive jersey in the state. Honestly,
I'm
man,
a fan too, yeah.
I can't say enough about the design. It's really cool.
And how about that on the stripes on the side, the trim?
No, dude, it's extremely fresh. It's that same print that Georgetown had in the 90s. Oh, they're gonna get Johnson for a block here, Nick.
Yeah, first time the AI's been on the beneficial end of that call here today. As they'll get Marcus Johnson. He picks up 2 quick fouls here at the start of quarter number 2. Again, Johnson been able to give them some good minutes off the bench this season.
Yeah, no, he has. And in particular, this game, he had a nice layup down there, had a nice entry pass to Darius Brown, drew a charge. Those are big minutes.
Tried to get it to Handy, overshot him into the hands of Darius Brown in transition, hangs and hits. +1 on the foul. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play for Darius Brown.
He did a great job, got his feet right, knew the contact was coming, but arced himself back a little bit in order to get that shot off the backboard. Really nicely done by the senior.
Yeah, AI was trying to get that one into Handy, overshot him out of his reach right into the stride of Darius Brown, who had all that momentum going forward. Now a chance at the free throw line to extend it, and he does. 7 first half points for Darius Brown.
Really love his game, and he gives them that really kind of a decent post presence, even though he's really not a post player.
Up ahead, this might be cherry picking season, Pat. Tamir Hollingsworth lurking back behind half court, and after the AI miss, able to catch it and take it in for 2 rather easily. Timeout on the floor. 28-14. Howard looking good here at home, leading by 14, under 6 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, it's a good timeout by Coach Anderson. I think it was needed because you saw the body language there by AI, just kind of moseying off the court, walking off the court. This is getting into the danger zone. So he's going to want to address his team, see if they can pick up their intensity again and start getting competitive, because right now Howard's going to look, I can't think of a better term, but kind of like put the foot on the throat and let's go. Put foot on the throttle, we'll say, and go. They're smelling blood in the water and going to look to attack here.
Big days, of course, for 2 of their main guys. Tamir Hollingsworth already with 9 first half points, and Darius Brown right behind him at 7. And again, now it seems that they're playing a little softer on defense, letting AI get inside and then leaking one of those guys out. Yeah. And they've hit 2 deep outlet passes for easy 2 points. We'll see if AI can try to address that a little bit, but that's the game that Howard's been playing here, and it's working so far here in the second quarter. We'll see if it continues.
Yeah, let's see. Howard right now is in the driver's seat. They've taken control of this game. They're going to continue to press and see what they can come up with.
Some subs here for the Wildcats. Aiden Richards-Powell back in alongside Jante Holland, Tamir Hollingsworth, Darius Brown, and Xavier Richards-Powell. Here's AI. Ball picked and stolen. Thought I heard a whistle. Might have been a squeak on the floor.
It was. Can't cross that ball back into your right hand.
Xavier Richards-Powell, tough contested jump shot from the mid-range. But last touch by AI, and that's a fresh into the ball game. I believe that's a number 2 that I don't have on the roster. That one trying to thread the needle inside was Holland, looking for Darius Brown. Too much mustard on it.
Perhaps that's Stephon Stewart, I'm not sure. Nonetheless, AI looking to break the pressure. Oh, it cannot be. You can't make those kind of passes against this Howard team.
And there for the putback, just waiting for it was Richards-Powell. Couldn't get it, but how about a second chance for Howard? Somehow comes out with it, leads to a Richards-Powell 3. That won't go either.
As I said, blood in the water. I mean, you can see the energy level picking up for Howard here. Trying to really, you know, put their stamp on this game here in the first half.
Foul against Deontay Holland, his first, team 6th. DeShields back into the ball game for the Wildcats. They get it into Handy. And that's, I think, the one player maybe has to touch the ball a little bit more for AI. As Martin able to get it past half court, spin move right into Darius Brown on the help defense, but somehow able to knock down the mid-range shot.
Yeah, but what's more alarming is no one was in there for an offensive rebound. I mean, that if he misses that, it's going the other way pretty quickly.
Howard trying to answer quickly. 3 off the mark for Richards Powell into the hands of Handy. And now 28-16, under 5 to play in the first half. A 12-point lead here for Howard. Keith Moore tries to hand off to Martin. They're trapping Martin again. He tries to get dribble happy. How about the behind-the-back pass from DeShields to Hollingsworth, who lays it up one more. Richards Powell able to finish.
Howard just getting their hands on it and getting out and running. This is what they weren't able to do against Sanford. They're having success with it today.
Yeah, good active defense from the Wildcats. Now here's Handy in the corner. Going to try his luck at a 3, able to knock it down.
AI trying to stay around, trying to keep within striking distance.
Howard, though, right back down the other side of the floor. Handy almost got a piece of it, but Darius Brown cashes in on 2 more off the glass.
It's falling asleep defensively right now. And again, the focus has got to get back. It's got to be reined back in here from AI, or this lead will continue to expand before the break.
Timeout, Howard with 4:04 remaining here in the first half. A 32-19 lead for the home Wildcats. Leading right now, Darius Brown, he's got 9, and Demir Hollingsworth, he has 9 to lead the way for Howard. And for AI, some balanced scoring. 4 out of Isaiah Moore, 5 for Mark Handy, and 5 for Ivan Martin.
Yeah, and I've been impressed. This is a good bounce back here on our Delaware live streams by Howard. You know, they've mixed it up. They played good defense. They've got out in transition and finished at the rim. They've also run some really good offensive sets in the half court against this AI, you know, zone, man-to-man. They keep switching the looks up. So I'm impressed by Coach Matthews and his group and their adjustments there after a frustrating night against Sanford last week. AI started off good in this game. The focus was there. They were breaking the pressure. They were getting down here, making some shots. However, it seems like, you know, that focus has kind of gone a little bit. The energy level has dropped, and they're going to have to regain that if they want to stay in this game.
Again, big week ahead for us here at Delaware Live Sports. You can join us tomorrow night at Buffalo Wild Wings, where you can catch the Archmere and Ursuline women's basketball programs, as well as Sally's boys team now up in the top 5. They'll be joining us on Wednesday, and then a big Archmere Ursuline Thursday night, and Sally Smyrna on Friday. Action-packed rest of the week here on Delaware Live.
Dribbled right into the trap. Nice job by Howard.
DeShields able to finish for 2, and again, defense into offense. And you were absolutely right, Pat, when you said this is what they weren't able to do against Sanford. Sanford did a great job of taking care of the basketball. And now here's Martin again trying to split defenders.
Where you got, it's 1-on-4. It's 1-on-4. You can't do that. AI, you did your job. You broke the press. Once you get across half court, get the ball back into the middle of the floor so you can't get trapped and set your offense up. Can't go 1-on-4, or you got to have guys running the floor with you. It can't just be one guy.
Once again, sleeping on the defensive end leads to a R.J. Matthews 3, though, unable to hit it. Moore comes out of the pack with the rebound, tipped out of play, though, by the Wildcats. AI will retain possession here with 3:33 remaining in the first half.
A little bit of this half press. They're not really trapping, but they're looking to make you uncomfortable.
And able to beat it this time. Dockery inside, trying to hang. Or excuse me, that's Jaquan Bishop fresh in the ball game for AI. He hung unable to finish the shot, but will head to the free throw line for a pair.
Yeah, good job by Bishop. You know, he saw that the shot blocker was coming. He jumped into him to get the body contact, get himself to the line.
And Pat, how about there? We saw Isaiah Moore come to half court and actually catch the ball in the middle, able to beat that press easily that time.
It's the key. It's the key against this Howard press, but they don't make it easy. They don't make it easy to get there. That's for sure.
They are long and athletic as the first free throw goes for Bishop, and they can cover some ground as well as having the speed to do it. Again, Howard, the top-ranked team in the state just a week ago, and definitely one of the teams to look out for this season come playoff time. As the second free throw for Bishop is short into the hands of R.J. Matthews. And Howard just wastes no time getting down the court. Matthews gets it right back and knocks down the three.
Took advantage of the miscommunication there by AI in transition. It was a nice secondary break by Howard.
Up ahead, looking for Bishop, unable to save it. Once again, the Howard press causing some fits for the Tigers, and they forced yet another turnover.
It was the right decision by AI. That was the right decision. Just a little too fast. They just got a little too ahead of themselves there, but the decision-making was right. They got it into the middle of the floor, and then you turn and look opposite. Just a little bit too far out in front on the pass.
3 minutes to play, half number one, 17-point lead now for Howard. Big second quarter for the Wildcats here at home. As they work it around into Shields in the corner. Down low to Marcus Johnson. Power dribble inside. Lefty layup is good.
Nice job by Johnson. He's had a good game today, man. Let's call it how it is. Marcus Johnson's getting the job done on both ends of the floor for Howard off the bench.
AI able to get past half court, break the press for the second. Back up top to Martin. But right in his face is Hollingsworth. Gets past him. Going to launch a deep contested mid-range jumper off the mark. Marcus Johnson almost had it. Handy pulls it away and finishes on the second chance.
Good job. Nice second chance effort by Handy. Way to finish through contact. Good response.
2:16 to go, 39-22 in favor of Howard. Hollingsworth lofts across court to Matthews. One more time to Richards Powell, open three in the corner. Won't fall, rebound to Moore.
He's got to be strong with the ball, be strong with the basketball.
DeShields almost takes it away. And then a whistle here as Martin gets past half court, and I believe you're right. Sammy Anderson III going to take a timeout here for AI.
Talk some things over. We want to preserve the possession here. Try and go on a little bit of a run here before the break. I mean, you can see some of these guys, hands on their knees. They're tired. They're trying to empty the tank here. Good timeout to just get his guys a break.
And AI had played 8 guys so far in the ball game. Most of the starters getting most of the minutes, though, for the Tigers here.
I don't know if Moore, Martin, or Handy have come off the floor.
And you're right, yeah. I think they shuffled in 2 of the other guys. And we saw Bishop get into the ball game alongside Marcellus Jones and Taji Jordan. But that was only for a few minutes. And you're right, the starters definitely getting a good run in here in the first half against Howard. Again, 39-22, 17-point lead for Howard.
Yeah, Howard's been good so far in this one. They've executed really well. Haven't had to really exude a whole lot of energy too to execute, which is important for them.
And
so
AI and Pat, like we talked about, the AI zone defense looked good, and through the first half of the first quarter, they were able to force some Howard turnovers. They were long, getting in the passing lanes, but the Howard defense kind of taken over here in the second. But you're right, if there's one thing I think maybe for AI here in the first half is a little too much dribble. I need to pass a little bit more and stop dribbling a little bit. Maybe that might help if they can try to beat this Howard defense as Handy goes baseline, passes to the corner. Moore almost lost it, throws it away. Martin able to save it.
And you can see that 1 second where he mishandled it, allowed the defense to recover. Now, luckily, AI was able to save possession, and he's going to the line here for 2. But you can see, I mean, you need to execute flawlessly against this Howard defense, or they're going to get those rotations. And if they get those rotations set up, you can't pass the ball where, you know, plan A is to go. You then have to try and coordinate a plan B, whether it be a drive, whether it be, you know, create some separation with the dribble.
And you know, we've been talking about it, but the Howard defense, I don't think there's been one easy pass for the AI Tigers so far here in the first half. Every pass has been a tough pass to make.
And they need to be crisp. They need to be crisp passes.
Free throw goes. Third free throw of the night for Isaiah Moore. 3 of 6. Give him 5 points.
AI back into the zone.
Working around. Here's Holland.
If they can hold Howard at 39 and get another bucket or 2, there's very similar to the first 5 minutes of the game, Nick.
Yeah, you're right. Keith Moore, and then again, just the extra pass that time thrown away. And you can't have mistakes like that if you want to beat a Howard Wildcat team.
Well, that's exactly it. I don't mind the pass. Give it away to give it back, right? Good job by them. They were on a 3-on-1. Good job. Just couldn't quite hold on to the basketball a little bit there.
1:25 remaining here, first half action on Delaware Live Sports. Howard up by 16. Here's Hollingsworth. No-look pass inside to Johnson, and he finishes again. Pretty with the left-hand baby hook inside.
It's been good, man. Marcus Johnson, that's 6 points for him in the first half. Obviously, you talked about he had the charge drawn. He's done a good job, man. And he had a nice assist earlier in the game. He's been the key guy off the bench for Howard in this game.
Nice feed to him that time. Leading to the bucket, 41-23. Howard trying to go up 20 here at the end of the half. Defense almost able to poke it away. Dockery one more time to Martin. He's already hit a 3. Thought about it, now he'll wave off.
Man to man, they got to set an offense up here. Get into some kind of a motion and create.
Nice kick to the corner. Isaiah Moore has room to fire. 3 wouldn't fall. Holland quickly with the rebound, then stripped from behind. Martin gets inside, hands off underneath to Bishop. Ball tipped on the way up. We got a jump ball.
Wow, that was a better job by AI. They the defense was over on them. They created some penetration, kicked it out to an open shooter, couldn't knock it down. A little bit of bad luck right there too on the jump ball.
Hollingsworth, nice, another no-look pass inside to Johnson, who hands it off on the baseline to Richards. Powell rejected underneath by Martin. Then DeShields stuck in the corner, took a body by Dante Dockery. And now a whistle and a foul is going to send, I believe.
It's frustrating. That's frustrating.
You
did a great job on defense, came up with a big-time block and couldn't come away with the loose ball. Now you pick up a foul and you're sending Howard to the free throw line. It's been that kind of half. Really, it's been that kind of quarter in the second quarter for AI.
Dockery was already on the bench due to foul trouble a little bit. Now he picks up his 3rd. And again, DeShields at the line. Front end is up and in, earns himself another. And if he hits this one, would have ballooned this lead to 20. Again, Howard getting contributions from all over the roster here today as both free throws go for DeShields. 17 seconds. Howard going to sag off a little bit here. And still almost come up with the steal as Richards Powell comes flying into the stands.
It's one of those where you got to see that coming and either pass the ball to, that was a run and jump. So pass the ball to the guy who ran and jumped at you or make a quick, cut towards the middle of the lane.
They get it into Handy. He'll have 10 seconds to operate. He'll put it on the floor. Hop step inside, stripped and stolen. Here comes Howard with numbers the other way. Bounce pass to Hollingsworth. Left-hand layup with contact. Goes for the Wildcats, and that's how the first half comes to a close. 45-23. Howard on top by 22 here at home against the Tigers.
Really great job by Howard here in the second quarter. Executed in the half court early. Got out in transition late. It's about as good a half as you can expect from this Howard Wildcat team, and AI's got some things to talk about here at halftime to try and get back into this game. But, entertainment so far.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have second half action for you here live from Howard High School. We'll also get your first half stats right here on Delaware Live Sports. We'll be right back as the two teams head into the locker room. Howard on top, 45-23 over AI.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes, whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
Regulars have been enjoying Grain Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music. Now it's your turn. Bring your friends and family to our locations in Newark, Kennett Square, and our waterfront locations on the C&D Canal and in Lewis. Even your dogs are welcome on our heated patios. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a weekend brunch that Elle Magazine said was one of the 50 best in the country, and find out for yourself what keeps people coming back to Grain. Not a regular? Stop in and we'll make you one.
We all know that choosing the right company for home preservation can be challenging. Your home is your castle, and only the best and most trusted will work, right? Of course. So why is Ace Handyman Services different and the right choice? We take great pride in our easy, no-hassle scheduling and communication process. You call, we answer, and we listen. Or take advantage of online booking 24/7. Once we understand your home needs, we schedule a craftsman to arrive at a convenient time for you. You then receive a pre-call the night before from your craftsman. On my way text notification so you know when to expect your craftsman to arrive. Regular updates on the progress of your job. Even follow-up prior to any warranty expiration dates. Easy, convenient, no surprises, ever. Our commitment is to treat your home, your family, your time, and your privacy with respect. Rest assured, you are always our top priority. Our multi-skilled craftsmen will complete the work on your home in a workmanlike manner. If we don't, we'll come back to make it right. It's what we do and have been since 1998. Simply put, we're different. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. with chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer. Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months.
And welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. Second half action moments away. Nick Allison, Drini, Pat Garianis, Nick Halliday here at Howard High School for the Wildcats matchup with the visiting AI DuPont Tigers. Howard coming into this contest as the 4th-ranked team in the state, 8-3 this season, just one in-state loss, Pat, and we saw that last week to a tough Sanford program. But you got to play a certain way if you want to beat this Howard Wildcat team, and AI unable to do that so far through one half of basketball.
Yeah, give credit where credit's due. Howard's done a really good job playing their game. They're dictating the pace, which was the opposite of what we saw last week where Sanford dictated the pace. AI right now in that first half really dribbled themselves right into traps, and and by trap, not I mean both physical traps,
yep,
and also they're playing right into the strengths of Howard. They're doing what Howard wants them to do, dribbling the ball a little too much, keeping their eyes down so they can't see the second and third defenders running at them to poke the ball away, and a little bit stagnant offensively once the half court gets in there. That's allowed Howard to get out in transition, get some easy baskets, and then also defensively, towards the end of that second quarter, perhaps a little fatigue got into the play. It opened some passing lanes up. Howard made some really nice plays in the half court as well.
Yes, they did. That was the one thing that raised a lot of questions after the loss to Sanford. The Wildcats struggling in the half-court offense, but today, been a point of emphasis. They've looked good. You mentioned it, some fantastic passes, especially onto the block to some of those post players down low. They've been able to finish him off. Also able to knock down some jump shots. You look at the first half stats. Demir Hollingsworth, a nice first half for him. He had 11 points to lead the way for Howard. Darius Brown right behind him with 9, and then you had 5 other Wildcats get him the score sheet. And for AI, it's been a little bit tougher sledding. Isaiah Moore has 5. Mark Handy has 7. Ivan Martin has 5. To lead the way for the Tigers. Again, big lead for Howard as now we're set after a little discussion at the scores table to get ready here for second half action.
It's going to be big for AI. Let's see what adjustments they made at the break. A little 2-3 zone look from Howard to start this half off.
Here's Martin now on the left wing, back up top to Moore. Tried to get it too late, but again, you can't make late passes against this AI or Howard defense, and that time just a second too late on the entry feed.
You're exactly right. A second too late, and like you mentioned, Nick, and this happened a couple times in the first half too, where they either bobbled the ball or they were a little bit hesitant on these ball reversals, you know, because they had Howard scrambling. But like you said, even a half second too late, it allows Howard to recover and get those steals that they've gotten throughout this game.
Hollingsworth off a screen. He gets the second half started the way he played in the first half. Knocks down a triple to get the scoring beginning here for the Wildcats.
Good half-court look. Really nice job. That's one thing that stood out to me from this Howard group. You know, that there wasn't a whole lot of creativity or a whole lot of trust in their half-court offense against Sanford. Not today. They're executing very well, and I like the creativity I've seen from them in the half-court. It looks like a different team out there.
They do. They absolutely do. And, again, you see the defense once again, intensity up high for Howard. R.J. Matthews maybe a little too aggressive. But another thing we've noticed here for Howard, that's his fourth foul. He'll head to the bench. Holland back in the game. But Howard doing a great job of switching here. They've been switching almost every position defensively.
And that takes a lot of practice, Nick. I mean, because you can get lost in the sauce when you start switching everything.
Baseline floater couldn't go for Dante Dockery, but it'll stay down here, tipped out by Howard.
Nice job by AI on that offensive possession. They got a nice, easy floater look. Didn't fall, but it was a good look.
That was Dante Dockery. Again, he's battling foul trouble as well here. 3 first-half fouls for number 5 in gold. Martin, again, they've all been a little bit, I don't know the right word is, unaware of this sideline, the near one near us. For some reason, gets kind of lost over there. Going to lead to a turnover.
It's a big gym considering the size of the court. So there's a little bit of depth.
That's true.
I'm not sure if that may be playing a little bit into it.
Here's Holland over to Hollingsworth. Back up top to Darius Brown. He'll put it on the floor. Gets by Mark Handy. Layup is good.
Nice take by Brown. Nice body control. Oh, another turnover, Nick. Potentially.
And I believe
that's going to stay with AI.
That'll stay with AI. A minute 15 in here to half number 2, quarter number 3. 50-23 now in favor of Howard. Pressure here in the backcourt once again from the Wildcats. And
Nehemiah Smiley for AI. First time seeing him, number 4.
Trying to go around the back and split more defenders. Leads to 2 the other way for Howard. And again, that defense just having their way with the Tigers.
You can't dribble through this pressure, like you said, Nick.
And another one. Here comes Holland. Bounce pass back to DeShields. Back to Holland. He's wrapped up. And again, Howard just letting loose, playing real free here in the second half.
Yeah, it's the danger zone for AI.
And lead now to 29. As Howard going to take a timeout, talk it over a little here with 6:19 remaining in the third, 52-23. And you talked about maybe some adjustments, but it's been all Howard here in the third quarter. And again, AI just can't seem to break the press. A little bit too much dribbling. And when the help defense comes, just a little bit too hesitant with the basketball, and they're able to get a turnover.
Game's going a little too fast for him right now. That's exactly it. And like you said, a little bit of maybe confusion on where to go with the basketball in certain situations. And Howard's taking advantage of it. There's no doubt about it. Now, the one thing, you know, if you're Coach Anderson, that you want to see out of your group here in this second half is, okay, scoreboard, let's turn that off. I need to see effort from you guys. That's what I need to see. And I'm going to be curious to see how AI responds from that point. Do they stop competing? I don't want to see that from them. I want to see them continue to compete and continue to play hard.
And Howard defense looks like they've got 10 guys on the court as opposed to 5. That's what it's looked like here tonight as they get it over to Holland. Back over to Richards' pal. He tries to beat the defense, gets inside. Floater wouldn't go, but a whistle.
Okay, good job, good drive. Forcing the defense to stop you there. AI got him with the body there.
Smiley, his first, as Hollingsworth will inbound here. Up top to Deontay Holland. It's still not even 2 minutes into the third here.
You go, a little bit of off-ball movement by the Wildcats. Nice.
Cutting Giante Holland. One
Nice.
more on the baseline to DeShields. There's that half-court offense that we've been impressed with here tonight.
AI losing their man a little bit, following the ball a little too much when they're defending off the ball.
And once again, Howard almost able to poke it away, but given right back to Isaiah Moore. Tries to step inside the lane. Ball tipped away by Hollingsworth, though will stay with the Tigers. But again, almost seemed like a turnover on the horizon that time for AI, but they're able to inbound now. See what Martin does with it on the left wing. Able to get inside. Contested mid-range jump shot. No good into the hands of Hollingsworth, who leaks it up ahead to an open Holland. Holland takes some contact and almost able to finish, but he'll head to the line for a pair.
Good aggressive take by Holland, attacking the rim. AI a little late getting back there, and yeah, that's tough. I mean, obviously, they understand what the score is right now. And it's hard, like I said, to stay locked in and stay competitive and competing in a situation like this. That's why, you know, that's the one thing you could control as a player is your effort. And if you do want to go on to play at the next level, at any level, JUCO, you know, D3, D2, D1, that's going to be monitored by these coaches out there. You want to be playing with max effort. You don't want to put anything on film where you're just kind of dogging it because the game's a little bit out of hand.
Free throws good. And now a whistle.
And again, you're playing right into Howard's, you know, what they want when you're throwing it into the deep corner here. You don't want it, that's a trap. You don't want your first instinct and your first thought to be, I need to put the ball on the floor to get away. So don't put yourself in that position. Try and get the ball towards the middle of the court or away from the corners. That's a good pass. That's a great pass. And now pull it out.
Martin, though, going to try to go up with it again. Tough force shot that time from Martin, and Darius Brown sends it back.
That was a wonderful job by AI breaking the pressure. Great job. The only thing I would say is you don't have numbers. After you get across half court, hey, I don't have numbers. Let's set up or pull the ball out and wait to see your other guys who are coming down in transition. Maybe they get an open lane to the basket. You can pass it to them for a layup. But trying to attack it off the dribble is going to be tough.
Inside, took some contact from Richards Powell. Again, we don't have a number 2. We can assume maybe it's Stephon Stewart, the potential sophomore, but again, unaware there. But either way, he's going to head to the, what we'll call it on the floor. First foul against Richards Powell, 4th against Howard. Trying to get it into Isaiah Moore, and he knocks it out of play.
It's a tough one, Nick. Tough one there for the Tigers.
Holland quickly up to DeShields. Again, nobody was even out on him in the corner that time. Again, just a little bit lackadaisical. Here are the Tigers. Hollingsworth to elevate from 3. He's short, going to hustle down his own rebound on the baseline. Back up top to DeShields. He'll let one fire,
Nice.
but that's blocked.
Nice job. Good defense right there from Moore.
Moore now stuck
Pick the
with
ball
it,
up.
trying to dribble it away from the few defenders. Still going to get inside. He'll
Worked
get
out for him.
fouled, and it did work out for him, so he'll head to the line for 2.
Got to knock these down. The senior.
Again, Moore, Handy, and Martin have been on the floor probably every minute of the ball game. And Moore, again, misses a free throw. He's been struggling a little bit from the line here tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to see him walk off the line, kind of take a deep breath, try and recoup a little bit here. Obviously, he's been playing. He's played every minute, so.
Some subs here for the Wildcats as both free throws no good for Isaiah Moore. Aiden Richards Powell into back the ball game, and Damian Ross, who had some good plays against Sanford last week.
Yeah, he
as
did.
well as Marcus Johnson. And that time, maybe Marcus Johnson's only bad play so far of the night that time is he throws that one away.
Yeah, he had a really good first half, Nick.
Yeah,
6 points, had a nice assist, as we mentioned. The charge take.
Played really well.
Those are things you want to see for Coach Matthews or any coach in general. Those kind of plays, they're crucial.
More inside, and we're going to have a whistle. And they're going to call it.
Call a block on the drive there.
Yeah, Darius Brown, maybe? Now Damian Ross, fresh into the ball game, will pick up his first 16 foul against Howard. So AI will inbound right in front of us here underneath the balcony. Pass into Martin, tries to beat Richards' Powell. Floater inside, gets it to go, and that time a good shot by Martin. He's got 7. One more. Here's Ross in the corner. 4-11 and ticking. Lead cut now to 31.
Man-to-man defense here from AI. Again, you want to make sure that you see where the ball's at.
Pick and roll, and it's pretty. Holland to Marcus Johnson, who slashes for 2.
And again, no help coming on the weak side there. Nice pass, nice finish by Johnson.
Lead back to 33. Here are the Howard cheerleaders getting into it. They've done a great job here keeping that energy tonight. Martin, deep contested 3. Had a chance. Smiley
Nice hustle.
underneath, and he almost put it back. His putback attempt just missing.
Yeah, nice hustle there by Smiley. There's energy, Nick. That's what we need to see.
A cutting
AI.
Darius Brown, give and go, couldn't get it to go. Pat, now here come the Tigers. Handy in transition, takes some contact from Ross. He'll pick up a second in a minute. And is Mark Handy going to head to the line?
Good job by Handy. No one stopped him. He pushed it in transition. He's more than capable. Gets himself to the line.
First free throw from Mark Handy's up and in. Again, Handy, he's been playing pretty well tonight. If only he was able to get some more looks. He's been battling down underneath most of the ball game. And he's able to hit them both. 9 points now for the senior, Mark Handy. Holland trying to beat the defender. He does. Fakes the pass. Gets inside. Can't finish. Darius Brown, though, the team's leading rebounder, is there. And there's the second chance opportunity. He lays it in.
Just take what the defense gave you. They all went for the block. Brown was there to clean up. Turn the garbage into gold, Nick.
I was gonna do it. 13 points now for Darius Brown. Martin once again has the ball poked away. This time, though, in the hands of Smiley. Tries to loft it up to Handy. And he's able to get it. Now he'll put it on the floor, trying to get hung in the air. He's caught in the air, and now he loses it. 2-on-1 the other way. Holland going to lean into the defender and lay it in.
Jelly fam on the finger roll.
Howard, they're clicking on all cylinders. Lead to 35. And a whistle on the floor. And Pat, correct me
Xavier Richards, Powell.
if I'm wrong.
As well as Jameer DeShields coming in.
Is there a running clock here at 35? I'm getting Pat, you would know it. I believe that's the case. I don't know if they, every now and then you get it. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's something that needs to be agreed upon by both coaches, but that was kind of what I always was told the rule was.
Yeah, me too. They'll bounce pass into Johnson. Back up top to Richards Powell. Good movement around the perimeter here, but going to be patient is Howard. A nice entry feed to Marcus Johnson. Counted, and a stellar night continues for number 34.
Fella. You got to love it, man. I mean, this is a good game here for Marcus Johnson. His team trusts him. His coach trusts him. It's good to see it work out for him here in this game. I think he's into double figures now with 10. He's just putting together a really solid game off the bench, which has really helped the Wildcats extend this lead
to 37 here at home against the visiting AI DuPont Tigers. Again, AI, not too shabby of a program, 7-4 on the year as the free throw misses for Marcus Johnson. Martin once again splitting 2 defenders. This floater inside goes.
Nice job, nice floater. Good bucket.
Damian Ross kick to the corner. Richards Powell had enough room to fire. Nice crossover, able to put him on skates and finish on the baseline. Richards Powell.
Nice move, really nice move.
He sent that one up, gets the crowd on their feet here. Ball poked away, somehow back in the hands of Martin. And he's able to put it in once again, 4 straight in a row for Ivan Martin.
I believe that move was the old famous Hezzy pull-up off the Jimbo that Markelle Fultz we got sold into as Sixers fans.
What a draft.
I think KD was like, y'all don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's the Hezzy pull-up off the Jimbo or something like that. Remember?
Yo, I remember. As that Richards Powell shot on mid-range misses. 1 minute remaining here in quarter number 3. Handy will elevate from a 3 the other way. Ball tipped out of play by Marcus Johnson. Will stay down this end with AI. Clock stop at 1:02. 66-31, a 35-point lead for the Howard Wildcats.
A little ankle roll here. Hate to see that. It's from Mark Handy. Everyone wears low tops now, Nick. I don't think I was coordinated to ever wear low tops. My ankles would roll very easily.
I was back then too, and then I went back and forth. I have both pairs. I'd switch them out every now and then. You know, I never had an issue with a little KD4 or Kobe 8.
Talk shoes to the people, Nick. They love it.
Baseline jumper goes this time for the Tigers. Isaiah Moore back in the score sheet here in the second half. DeShields, though, tries to go the other way quickly. Misses that one inside.
Got to the rim, just couldn't finish.
Martin trying to keep his streak going. Misses that one short. Into the hands of Richards Powell here, 35 and ticking in the third. A 33-point lead for the home Wildcats. He's just going to elevate, has room to fire. That one off the side of the rim, hustled down by Moore, and he throws it off the body of a Wildcat. And it should stay, or should be here with AI. Headsy play that time by Keith Moore.
Again, ladies and gents, you're going to want to tune in at around 6:30. Middletown, Salesianum, Glenn Frazier, going to have that game down there for you guys.
Yeah, that'll be a good
Game
one.
2 of our Delaware Live Sports doubleheader. This, of course, being game 1. Appreciate you guys tuning in.
Howard going to roll the ball up here, save some time.
Hey, well, you know, I guess you can work on your different concepts whenever, right?
Kick to the corner. And some contact down there, but it'll stay down this end out of play, 12.2.
Chance to execute off the inbounds here. Oh, all windows and doors locked right there by AI.
Richards Powell gets it into Marcus Johnson.
I was going to say Marcus. Pull.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was going to say the same thing. Ross gets inside, and the slot receiver do it all. Offensive weapon on the football field, getting inside for 2 here on the hardwood. And how about that as time expires? We're through 3 quarters of action, 68-33 in favor of the home Wildcats. We'll take a break. We come back, 4th quarter action. You're not going to want to miss it here from Howard High School.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted.
Regulars have been enjoying Grain Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music. Now it's your turn. Bring your friends and family to our locations in Newark, Kennett Square, and our waterfront locations on the C&D Canal and in Lewis. Even your dogs are welcome on our heated patios. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a weekend brunch that Elle Magazine said was one of the 50 best in the country, and find out for yourself what keeps people coming back to Grain. Not a regular? Stop in and we'll make you one.
6 months or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish. And
welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garianis, Nick Halliday here at Howard High School. A matchup between the 4th-ranked Wildcats and the visiting AI DuPont Tigers. It's been all Wildcats through 3 quarters, 68-33, holding that 35-point lead here at home. And again, Howard rebounding, looking for the 2nd win since the loss to Sanford on the road last week. Their first in-state loss and dropped them at the top spot. But looking good tonight. Marcus Johnson, they set the play up for him out of the break. And you can see Coach Rayson Matthews getting some good work here, and especially in the half court, we're seeing them free up some players today.
Getting some draw-ups from Marcus. I love it.
Aiden Richards-Powell was able to save that one behind the back. It's going to lead to 2, this time underneath for AI. That's the big fella, Taji Jordan, with his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, nice job by Jordan, putting it up and in.
Damian Ross going to get hit and then a delay of game after he scores. He punches the ball out of play. Maybe just a warning, I believe. No tech.
Yeah, it should be just a warning.
Delay of game warning. They do that here. And again, we got clarification on the rule. It's a fourth quarter rule in terms of running clock. So it only starts once you get to the fourth quarter.
Getting some of these youngsters in the game here is AI.
Get them some run here.
Jordan into the game. Dockery back into the game. Handy and Martin taking a seat. They're going to be important for future games. Don't want them to get hurt.
Nice
take.
Drive that time. You said it on the baseline. Dante Dockery, he's got 5. He had 3 first half fouls. Here's Ross trying to score again down the court, and he does so. He's been impressive when he's been out on the floor. Just, you know, a lot of talented guards in that backcourt for the Wildcats this season.
Absolutely. Going to have some wholesale changes in here for the Wildcats. Looks like we got Corey Herring, number 11, sophomore. Number 12, Jamal Johnson, sophomore. And then, unfortunately, maybe we got a different number out here, number 15. I don't have listed on here, Nick. Maybe a JV call-up.
Yeah, getting after
Not sure. Maybe Robert Kelly, who's typically 23 or 24. Maybe a new number for him.
Yeah, that's a good question. If you know, fill our comments up here.
Yeah, call me out, man. Like, come on, Pat, be better.
And able to knock down the 3 that time. Ends a long drought for Isaiah Moore, at least for field goals.
Good bucket. Nothing but tickles the twine.
Yeah, nothing but nylon.
Yeah, that's shout out to Jason Winter.
Yeah, where's
NBN,
Jason?
nothing but
NBN,
nylon
yeah.
there.
Jason's going to be part of that crew over at Middletown in just a little bit.
It's going to be a good one. There's no doubt about that.
Again, we'll be back with you on Friday night for Smyrna and Salesianum. Should be a good one as well. Again, depending, you know, want to see how Sally's does tonight against a tough Middletown program. Or yes, Middletown.
Some energy being played with here by AI. Love to see it.
Put back is up and in. You said it, Taji. Jordan now with a bucket. Back-to-back buckets on possessions for Tigers. Damian Ross once again showing off the speed. No foul this time. They'll let him play, and he lost it out of play.
That's a tough one. It will definitely look like there was some contact. Those are the ones that, you know, could be dangerous.
.415. Here's a cutting Tiger. He misses once again there for the putback was Taji Jordan. That was Jaquan Bishop that went up with it and lost it in the air. As we hit the 4-minute mark here in quarter number 4. 26-point lead for the Howard Wildcats. Kick over to the corner, going to be lead to a 3 attempt, just a little bit long that time. And now up ahead of the pack was AI, and then stripped and stolen back by Howard. R.J. Matthews still in the ball game. He'll kick to the corner to Corey Herring. That one had a chance, but off the mark. Dockery quickly the other way, lays it up and in.
Nice little run here for AI to close the game out, Nick.
Yeah, you're right. Again, you said you wanted to see the effort. You're getting it here.
Yeah.
70-46, lead to 24. Lead was as high as 37.
And Howard should be in no hurry.
R.J.
RJ,
Matthews.
go ahead, yeah, why not? Right.
He, you know, missed some of that first half on the bench with foul trouble, had 4. You know, so he's in there now. He's going to let it fly a little bit. Knocks down his second triple of the evening. Elevates was more. Unable to hit, though. We'll stay down here as the clock continues to run here at AI DuPont High School. Smiley going to check. Excuse me, Howard.
It's all right, Nick. It happens, man.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Good thing is, here's the good thing, man. It's only 6 o'clock, right? Typically, we get done these games at 9:30, 10.
Might be able to make it over to Middletown if it wasn't an hour away.
Yeah.
Inside goes Tajay Jordan. He's got 4 buckets here in the fourth quarter.
Tajay Jordan's going to end up with double figures.
Yeah, he's up to 8. Johnny Jusang. Inside, Damian Ross continues to be impressive. Foul +1 for number 4 in white.
Yeah, and he's going to be big for them, the junior guard, coming off the bench. You know, try and lengthen the bench a little bit for Howard. They're going to need that come playoff time, that's for sure.
3-point play, no good. Jordan hauls in the rebound, under 2 minutes to go.
How fitting by Tajay Jordan.
Did he nutmeg him? To the corner at 3, no foul call. Smiley lost it. Now here comes Ross inside, and he gets fouled.
But Tajay Jordan, obviously with the last name and number to match, number 23. That's well played.
That's number 23 with Jordan on the back.
Well played by the junior big man. Well played.
Now some free throws coming for Ross as the clock continues to wind here. Now you look down. Add some of these scorers for Howard.
Oh, Liam Breeding, the senior, into the game for AI, number 21.
Darius Brown and Demir Hollingsworth as the first free throw won't go for Ross, your leading scorers here today. Brown finishes with 13, Hollingsworth with 14, both below their averages, but didn't really need too much of them here as this one, as the team was out and running early. Got out to a big lead and able to cruise to the end of this one. AI, though, continuing to play hard. Love to see it, and they made some strides here in the fourth quarter. Corner 3 off the mark.
That should do it, Nick. Howard getting their 9th win on the season.
And the 4th-ranked team in the state going to advance to 9-3 with 2 straight wins since that loss to Sanford last week. AI going to fall to 7-5. But again, Howard with another win here on their home floor, and they continue to have an impressive season.
They do. And they're, like we said, they're one of the most talented teams in the state of Delaware. Sanford had them solved in that particular matchup, but yeah, they've bounced back nicely. It's a good job by Howard here in these last 2 games, figuring some things out offensively. What I really appreciate is I've seen them execute in the half court.
Yeah, look good.
And that's big, man. That's definitely something they're going to want to continue to develop going into the playoffs.
Well, for all of us here at Delaware Live Sports, Nick Alstradini, Pat Garanis, and Nick Halliday, we will see you tomorrow night at Buffalo Wild Wings for Delaware Live Weekly. But make sure you tune in just a little while. 6:30 tip-off coming up from Middletown High School. It's Sally's in Middletown in a big top 10 matchup. So go ahead and click on that link on the right, and we'll see you there at 6:30.